And one of the big things that changed this year was that Chris wasn't making a video, which means that Paul, who's in the van gang, was originally filming Chris's videos on Cyclethon 1 through 3, was available to just help me with tech. And so, you know, I was like, all right, Paul, get back in the van. Let's do some cool tech. The main big thing that I wanted to change this time was improve the tech. And I think it's pretty safe to say we crushed it. Paul did an amazing job. I think it's unequivocally a much better viewing experience for everyone. And I'll show you guys like the difference, because I feel like it's hard to appreciate how big of an upgrade it is because it's been a year, but it's like very, very different. Definitely, yeah. Even like just taking the drone shots into account, like that alone is like a cool upgrade, right? But then the camera is totally different. I think it just makes it a lot better. And I think we had a lot of people who were able to watch who maybe got a bit motion sick from all the moving of the last camera, which is understandable if you did. But this time we changed it so that it was a gimbal, so you guys wouldn't get the bumpiness that we got on the bike. So let me just show you what so this is the last year's camera, right? Like the voices. Like I still think it I still have a soft spot for this camera. This camera is a tank. It's an old ass camera that was pulling well above its weight, and it looks good, but like it's very wobbly.
I am gonna keep pedaling. That's all I got to do. Oh, there's so many.
You know what I mean? Like it's just objectively not as smooth.
This giant eye of Sauron in Shimonoseki.
This one's probably like a bit more wobbly.
Hold on to that feeling street lights. People, music, or notes.
We got a place every $100,000 we get to enjoy.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
69 mark.
And this camera was a tank. This camera's been through it. But then like you go to like day one and you look at like we were never cycling, so we're gonna find a bit where we're at. But like yeah, it's like
Australian chap. And Stephen Bartlett's podcast
was the best part of my 2024.
And there's still a lot of like tech pains that we just sort out going through, but like it's so stable.
Be happier to see the launch of Cyclethon.
The quality was so good.
L_L_.
It's just so stable.
It's warming up a bit.
Take my money and let's all try our best.
The stabilization is so nice. I think it's a lot easier to watch. So that was the main big upgrade. And the wind was way, it was like never picked up on the mic, which I loved because I was so annoyed on the windy days on Cyclethon 3 that you guys could hear the wind all the time. And I'd spent so much time trying to fix it. So annoying. And we changed like the whole bag. So this is the old bag. And this is basically like an Osprey kind of like it's got like this, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's like a mesh here that stops it from touching your back. And we basically just tore everything out, like cut it all out. And we made like, it's like this giant mess of a thing. And this, dude, and this was the camera. This thing was I brought this just in case. And this is a whole, and this is a lot heavier as well. And we'd have to put way bigger batteries in this thing. Because this thing would eat all the batteries. So I would go through so much fucking batteries. And it was killing me, but we got it done. We always get it done. And then I got the new bag. Exact same thing, but instead of that, the old camera, we have this one. Which is just the Osmo Pocket, which you can, these are like amazing vlog cameras that you can buy anywhere. And then and it would stabilize. Let me show you how it worked. Because Paul figured this out. And so, focus on the camera. So like, when you move, the camera stays level. So every time, but it can't like stop bumps like that. But like anytime it leaned, it would like lean like that. And anytime, we leaned forward. And then that was just sending the feed into. And then this mic, I don't know how the hell this mic was as good as it was. Like it was just magnetized here. And somehow this little thing stopped all the wind. It was crazy. It like really, I feel like upped the quality like so much more. And Paul spent a lot of time figuring that out. And that was like amazing. And then I also swapped the box inside. And again, we tore everything out. So it is just, dude, it's like a TSA nightmare. And Paul helped with all this, obviously. It's just like a box with wire under the detonators. It's like, oh, you want to disarm the bomb. Don't cut the wrong wire. So stupid. And like we cut like so many holes so all the wires go through, and we like rip out all the back, and the wire goes through the water where you normally would have like a water pipe go through to like drink it while you're cycling. So we just redid all of it, and it helps so much. And Paul spent so long figuring that out, which is amazing. And these are all the boxes of spare parts I brought. Look at this. And they're all labeled. So they're all just like random shit that I brought with me. Because last time, we always just had like a giant IKEA bag with wires and batteries, and it was a nightmare to sort through in the van. When stuff's breaking on stream, you're like, I just need this cable, I need this battery, like you just can't find it. So I just did everything, organized it, labeled it. That way, it was like super easy to grab it at anything we needed. I had like 1 million spare rechargeable batteries. There wasn't, okay. Stuff is not organized, like the batteries. I mean, I gotta clean everything up, it's all a mess. Like this is the battery box. I don't know why there's a... Okay. Sorry, I'm organizing now. Sorry, chat, I should have done this off stream. So... we had all those organized boxes, basically, to make everything easy. And it worked so much better. It was so good. After we were done, it was like, great. I was like, just grab me this box, bring me this box, and we'll do it. I also packed like 1 million spare tires and inner tubes for my bike. Somehow, on a 15-day cycle, neither me or Chris got a flat tire or a puncture or anything. I don't know how. Last time I got 3. I had 3. So I have a bunch of spare tires and inner tubes now. Which is good that I didn't need to use them. But then also you're like, damn, I have to bring all this shit home. So you're like, God damn it. How does Rob do it alone with so little at America? Yeah, so Rob does... So a lot of the inspiration of the Cyclethon came from Rob's Cyclethon, where he does it just solo, basically. He just has like a bag and just runs it. And he's super amazing at keeping it like really as minimal as possible. But we just bring like every single fail-safe ever. We bring like a giant portable battery. I'm sure you guys saw the Jackery that we had in the car. We literally had like a, what is it, like the $500, like this thing. We had like a literal power station in the back, so the stuff could be charged. Yeah, so it was a whole, everything was a bit of an upgrade. And then that was like the main focus and the main thing that I wanted to improve. And then the second main thing that I wanted to improve was getting, I really wanted mouse to be more involved, and we didn't know how to make it work in the start, but then after seeing mouse on the iPad with the other stuff, and seeing mouse doing all the IRLs on the new iPad, because apparently the new iPad makes it like really good and easy to use. I went and bought the new iPad with the new chip, which apparently makes it all good. And so we were able to then get mouse a lot more involved. We got mouse on the bike on the second last day, and we'll talk about that later. But that was the second big improvement that I really wanted to do, was get mouse more involved, because mouse is a really big part of it. And mouse is like the main, the main inspiration, I think, for me going with this charity. And so I wanted mouse to be more involved. And mouse is always like supporting it and watching on her stream. And I always felt bad that like that isn't really reflected on my stream. So that was what I really wanted to change. And so I think those two were like the big 2 changes that I really wanted to do. And like, there might not be any major changes next time. It might just be the same thing again. It might, if there is a next time, I don't know. I haven't planned anything yet. And maybe nothing will change next time. And I'm like, all right, look, I don't mind, because I think it's like 2 weeks of just vibes. And hopefully there'll be some new tech that we can utilize. I would love the piece of tech that this is what I want the most, that I think would make it so cool, is if there was a 360 camera where like someone, like one of the mods or something at home, could like turn it around and show you guys different angles at certain points. Because I think it'd be so cool to have a 360 cam like on the back of the bike. That could be cool. But I think that'll probably happen. But I don't think it'll happen for like 5 years. I think we're a little far out, I think. But I think that will be a thing, I think. I'm pretty confident that'll happen at some point. Because I think Insta360 are trying to do some stuff. Anyway, I won't bore you with tech stuff. But yeah, so that's a big change.